People keep asking me, may lahi ka ba? So, I finally took the DNA test to settle it once and for all. Spanish, Chinese, Indian, Vietnamese, Thai, or just pure Pinoy imagination. Let's see what's in my blood. Hi Earthlings! So if you naalala nyo last Christmas, itong Christmas na nagdaan, Marcus bought me an Ancestry DNA kit.
Ancestry DNA kit plus traits, and we're going to
Find out. No.
we're going to trace her DNA heritage.
So, I did my DNA testing, and after a couple of weeks, they were very diligent in sending updates on the email. They sent email when they got my DNA kit and when I registered my kit. And then when they got my sample na, the lab got my sample, they also emailed me that. And then when they are telling me how are they doing the process of extracting DNA from my saliva. And then when I got my results, nakuha ko na yung result. Ginawa ko yung aking DNA testing because meron kasing TikToker na nagka-claim na most Filipino, actually 40% daw has Chinese ancestry. And I don't wanna believe that because mas maniniwala ako kung Spanish kasi the Spaniards occupied the Philippines for 300 years. So imagine that. So dapat mas malakas ang DNA natin pagka Spanish natin, di ba? Also,
who was the first Filipino? Could it be the first Austronesian who set his feet here? Well, if you're going to say that, how about the Aitas or the Ita or the Ate or the Negrito? They were here longer.
kasi di ba nauuso yung sobrang Latina, like my hair is so Latina, charot. But Latina is Northern American, so mas better is Mestiza or Spaniard, Espanyola, ganyan. So, yun nga, nagpa-DNA ako, and wala naman akong problema sa ibang ethnicity, but I just want to know for my peace of mind if talaga bang I'm from the Great Wall of China. I mean, my roots are from the Great Wall of China, or I'm from Barcelona, charot lang. Or, like, alam ko talaga, I'm Filipina 100%. Babaeng Filipina, or sa talagang Filipina. Just, anyway, ayun na nga. Ito na ang aking DNA testing. 100% from Luzon, Filipina! Tara, 100% from the Philippines, generally from Luzon. I am pure Filipina, 100% from Luzon, from the northern part of Luzon. Because my mom is from Cagayan and my father is from La Union. So, everything here, they show my ancestral journey, and it says that I'm northern and central Luzon. So, that's like La Union, Aringay, Cagayan Valley. And it tells me the story of the DNA journey from northern central Luzon and central Calabarzon since 1775 to 1975 and dating back to the year that I was born. And if just like what this historian in TikTok said,
Earliest person who existed in the Philippines, we would put the first Filipino to be the Calao man. The Calao man or the Homo luzonensis existed at about 134,000 years ago. Probably the first Filipino in some definition.
what's that? The Calao man is our ancestor. It's the first Filipino, and if I am right, I am pure Filipino from the Calao man heritage. I mean, look at that. It tells about the story of the trade, of the Austronesians, as mentioned by the other TikToker who claims that we're all Austronesians. And then from the schooling at Ilocos, and then from the World War II thing history, because of trading and all the stuff, and on the move, as in going to town because we want to be educated, and then we are also tradesmen, so we go to, they said, UST and Intramuros.
In 1521, Antonio Pigafetta joined Magellan's expedition and wrote shocking details about the islands they found. He described massive barangay ships sailing the seas, Filipino warriors covered in gold, and a powerful kingdom trading with China, India, and Arabia. The people here weren't savages. But why does history barely mention them? Could it be that this history was buried on purpose? The real story of the Philippines before colonization is more incredible than you ever imagined.
And how Filipinos joined the U.S. forces, and how some Filipinos migrated to the U.S. after the war because they were part of the veterans, U.S. war, the war veterans, you know that thing. And so yeah, and even if may maraming Austronesians, Americans, Indian, Asian, Chinese who went to the country, Spaniards who occupied the Philippines for 300 years. I guess my ancestors never left and never mingled with other blood race. And so this shows I am pure Filipina from Luzon. I'm a Filipina, 100% Filipina. Relatives there, DNA matches. I found a daughter of my cousin there, and then someone also messaged me, and on our DNA match it's 25%. So I think really related, but I don't know from probably from my father's side, because she said that they are marine people, seafarers mostly, I think, but she doesn't know who is her father because mother doesn't remember. Anyway, this is fun, and if you can try, you can get your ancestry.DNA and maybe we can match or not. And so, I'm a Filipina, pure Filipina. So, pag tinanong, may lahi ka ba? Of course, yes, may lahi ako. May lahi akong Pinay, and I'm Pinay na maganda. I'm Pinay, I'm Filipina, I'm magandang Filipina, talagang Filipina from Luzon. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.